Welcome everybody to Cleos Bath right above Pinecrest Lake. We just did the hike up here, so check out the hike. It took us a little less than 2 hours. We detoured a little bit right at the waterfalls, and we actually went above Cleos a little bit just to check it out. So about 3.6 miles, and man, is it flowing, all this snow runoff. I wouldn't want to go swimming. It's way too gnarly to get in that water, and it's ice cold. So check out the hike. On our way up to Cleos, we decided to go around the right side of the lake. The right side of the lake's a little bit easier, so that's why we decided to do that. On the way back down, we might head back the other way. We'll see where we're at though on the hike. When we get down, see if we want to go the other side of the lake. I think that'll add a little more miles, a little more time and miles. Got grandma back at the beach watching the boys, so decided not to bring them because from what we understand, the end of this hike right before Cleos, it's got a little bit of rock climbing at it. So, and 6.5 miles, it's a little much for our little guy, so he kind of struggled on that last one up to Relief Reservoir. We just got to the other side of Pinecrest Lake to the trailhead for up to Cleos Bath. It took us about 45 minutes. We're going at a pretty good pace. 1.6 miles to this trailhead. Got no kids, no dogs, so we're cooking along pretty good. So we're gonna take the trailhead, head up to Cleos Bath. So on the way, you'll see a old steam winch that assisted with building dams when they were building Pinecrest. It also talks about a couple other lakes that were built that were later abandoned all in the 1800s. Lake Eleanor and Lake Gertrude. All part of water supply for mining, which they should have kept them because we haven't built any lakes up here in a long time for water supply, and it's definitely needed just because we went through some droughts here, which we do every 10 years or so. So I think they need to dam some more up. We need more water storage for sure. But it's neat seeing the old mechanical winches like you saw on our hike to Relief, you know, all steam powered, and it's amazing the things that they built back then with limited resources. Well, we just got off trail a little bit. We dropped down to the water, to the river. So when you're coming up on this hike, you'll see where it's all calm. And we dropped down. Well, it's obvious the trail's not as worn. So you kind of have to go back up and stay high. So that's right when the trailhead, or when the trail kind of meets back up with the river. So I know we're getting close because we can hear the falls. They are loud. It's because we still got a lot of snow melt. It's almost into June. Snow is, a lot of snow still up in the high country. We're up here at the base of the falls, on our way up to Cleos. Check this out. All right, so we veered off the trail because we wanted to go over to the waterfalls. And now we're at the base of where I think we have to start kind of doing a little bit of rock crawling to get up to the actual Cleos Bath. But man, those waterfalls were just awesome. Well, you can see this canyon here gets all boxed in. A lot of people didn't recommend us bringing the kids because at the end here there's a lot of rock crawling, and I can see why. A 7-year-old might have been able to do it, but my little guy, my peanut, Corbin, he would have been struggling on these rocks. Some big steps, some big climbs. Like you can see this little crevice behind me. So we're almost to Cleos. Well, we're heading back from Cleos now. This is gonna be the most expensive hike so far. Lost my drone, crashed it into a tree, not paying attention. My own fault. Stupid, stupid, stupid. So, I think all drone pilots do it sometime. Been flying it for a couple years now. And second time I've crashed it, first time I got it back. So, wasn't even able to download the footage off of it. I got one piece of footage and that was about it. So, stuck up in a big old pine tree. Wind will probably knock it down into Cleos Bath and it'll end up in the bottom of one of those pools or all the way down to Pinecrest, who knows. But really upset. Kind of sucks. Is what it is. Just made it out to the trailhead, about 45 minutes from Cleos Bath down to the trailhead. We're gonna just keep going out that easy side, the right side of the lake. Just because we got to get out. The kids are out here with my mom. I will say, having the right gear is important. I've always been one to stress that. I like having the right gear for the right job. So before I was using a Arctic backpack, and it wasn't bad, it was nice. But I upgraded to a Osprey Talon 22. Got a lot of reviews, and I will say it's much more comfortable, and just much more comfortable on my back. Put the same amount of weight in it. Of course, I'm a little lighter coming out because I got no drone with me. But having the right gear is important. If you want a list of all the gear that I carry in my day pack, check out the description below. We're just getting back to the beach side, Pinecrest Lake, and it looks like, you know, not counting our rests and playing on the waterfalls, probably looking at about 3 hours round trip. And this is showing 6.8 miles. So we were jumping around on the rocks and went up above Cleos a little bit. So probably a little over 6 miles round trip. So with our breaks and everything else, we're just about at 4 hours, but 30 minutes of that was me trying to get my drone out of the tree, which didn't happen. So, you know, 30-minute break up there, 3.5 hours. It's probably about right. It's probably one of my favorite ones now, just because I love the waterfalls.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be going back up there before Half Dome again, so I can capture that drone footage again with another drone.
Hopefully not hit a tree this time.
Dumb mistake, not paying attention. All right, so we're up here at Cleos Bath, and dude, this guy's awesome. Good buddy. Dude, this is what friends are for. He's a professional tree guy and came up to save my drone, so it's still in the tree, and so is he.